Broilers are poultry birds raised for meat production and is one business that has more people doing it than layers which are raised for eggs. Globally, there is high cost of feed and feed ingredients, and it is mostly affected by the peasant or small-scale farmers, and as such, they are forced to quit farming. On this video, I'm going to discuss how you can make profit from broiler farming looking at the high cost of feed and medication. This is because feed and medication takes 70 to 80% of total cost of production, and if you can cut it down, there will be a spike in your profit provided you watch till the end and follow the steps I'm about to reveal. What's up my people, and welcome to Life of a Farmer Loaf. You can also follow me on my Facebook page at Life of a Farmer Loaf for regular updates. I remain your anchor, Ishokri Ovokironye. You can call me Ovorans. On this channel, we discuss farming in details, how to grow your farm, challenges faced by farmers and how to control them. So ensure to subscribe and click the bell icon to get regular updates whenever I upload a new video. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment, and most importantly, share for others to benefit. Without wasting your time, let's dive into the main cocoa. I will just go straight to the point. It's not that this process for making profit can't be done by large-scale broiler farmers, but if you follow through and you can implement the strategies, it will really have huge effect in your profit margin positively. We all know that feed accounts for a larger portion of the total cost of production. So what we will do is to triple the feed using a process of fermentation. There are steps to follow and precautions you must adhere to if you want to do this. Make sure not to skip the video because that might be the most important point. Any deviation from the procedures could cause huge loss to your birds and money. So let's go like this now. I will try as much as possible to simplify it to the simplest form for you to understand. Now, if you have 100 broilers for instance, and they are consuming 30 kg of feed daily, get 3 buckets and measure 15 kg, which is half of what they will consume for the day. Label the buckets 1, 2, and 3. Then, tip number 1 is that, please, you should use a bigger rubber because there is every tendency that the feed will increase in quantity. There are also some important points I will still drop along the line, so ensure to follow through. Now, on Monday, it might not necessarily be on Monday, it can be any day of the week, but I'm using Monday now. On Monday, put the 15 kg of feed into bucket 1 for day 1 and soak it with water. Let the water cover the feed a little. At interval, once you notice that the feed has soaked up the water, just add a little more to it. Allow it for 3 days without changing the water. Then, on Tuesday, measure another 15 kg of feed into bucket 2 and repeat the same process on day 1 for day 2. On Wednesday, measure another 15 kg of feed into bucket 3 and repeat the same process which was done for day 1 and day 2 for the day 3. By the end of the 3rd day, fermentation is complete on the feed for bucket 1 and you will see signs of it. Once you see bubbles, this shows that the good bacteria has acted on the feed and it's ready to be fed to your broilers. What happened here is that the feed has doubled and increased in size, increased in quantity, and increased in nutrients. Tip number 2 is that you must make sure that the feed which you are giving to the broilers from bucket 1 must be eaten completely and the feeders empty. If the feed can't be finished at once, then don't feed all to the broilers. Give them bit by bit to avoid leftover in the feeders. I will tell you the reason for this later in this video. Once the feed is empty from bucket 1, which is the 3rd day, then measure another 15 kg, or better still, you can slightly increase or decrease it based on how they were able to consume it. Fill the bucket 1 with feed and water and allow to sit for another 3 days. Please note that this feed is for the 4th day after using that of bucket 3. Automatically, you are using bucket 1, which was soaked on Monday, to be fed to the broilers on Thursday. It's very simple. By Friday, you will use bucket 2 to feed and follow the same process of filling again with feed which was done to bucket 1 the previous day, known as Thursday. Then, on Saturday, you will have to use bucket 3 to feed and fill again with feed after you must have emptied it. Remember that bucket 1, which was refilled on Thursday to get batch 2, will be ready on Sunday after you must have used bucket 3 of the first batch on Saturday. This is how the cycle will continue. Let me explain it in a simple terms. On Monday, you soak bucket 1 and you are using it to feed on Thursday. On Tuesday, you soak bucket 2, you are using it to feed on Friday. On Wednesday, you soak bucket 3, you are using it to feed on Saturday. Then you filled bucket 1 again on Thursday, which you will use to feed on Sunday. So this is how the cycle goes. Remember that immediately you use that bucket, make sure to fill it back again so that you can continue using it. The wonder of this pattern of feed is that it is very rich in nutrients and beneficial bacteria that are helpful for a healthy gut that can fight off diseases and boost your bird's immunity. And at the same time, there is a better feed digestion and utilization. One other very big advantage of this is that there is reduction of feed wastage. Since the feed is wet, birds fed with this type of feed also get filled up on time, and this is where reduction in consumption comes to play. You now say that if you can practice this method, you will save a whole lot of money on feed. Alternatively, if you know you can't do this, you can use this method to feed them 2 or 3 days in a week, and you will still be able to save a lot of money from feed. The third bonus tip for this feeding pattern you must strictly adhere to is that on no condition should you use iron bucket for the fermentation process, as this could have huge effect on the birds negatively. There is also a fourth tip that you still need to know, which I will drop later in this video. The second way you can save and increase your profit is to use organic herbs. The importance of this is that there are some herbs you won't spend money to buy, and they are gotten free from the bush. They also have the ability to fight bacteria and viral infections. Some persons are of the opinion that these herbs don't work. If you want to know why, you can check the description box for the link. I spoke exclusively on why herbal medications are not working for your birds. One big mistake most poultry farmers make when it comes to use of herbs is that they don't vaccinate their birds. This is absolutely wrong, most especially when you have used the poultry house before now and there is likely buildup of germs. Some farmers also use synthetic drugs and then switch to herbal and vice versa. This is also wrong. I will advise you to watch the video, which I will drop at the end screen of this video. One thing I love about herbs is that when used or applied correctly, they act as growth promoter, antibacterial and antiviral, and as immune booster. Before I give you the fourth bonus tip, please kindly subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss subsequent important video like this one. Please give this video a like, comment, and most importantly, share for others to benefit, and this will help me to grow my channel. The fourth bonus tip is that when using these herbs for your broilers, they are very effective for preventive than for curative purpose. So by the time you are using it for curative, after seeing symptoms of the disease, it becomes difficult and complicated. I will advise you to use the end screen to check my playlist on organic farming. The last bonus tip I promise to drop at the end of this video about the feed fermentation process is that you should make sure to clean out the feeders and remove any leftover feed, as this could cause disease to your birds. And before I forget, once you notice mold in the feed or bucket, don't try to feed such to your broilers, as this could result to feeding your birds with germs. I believe you've gotten tangible information from this video. Please like, share for others to benefit. Thanks and God bless. See you in my next video. Peace out.